Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I'm back here in the mall, and I've been trying to speed up the production of blue underground belts because with all the smelting that I built, I had, before I did that, I had pretty much a full chest, a full provider chest of underground belts, kind of like I do here with splitters and belts and things. But I drained that out pretty fast. So what I've been trying to do is speed up the production of gears over here so that I can keep this thing fed. As you can see, it takes 80 gear wheels to make 2 blue underground belts. So that's quite a lot of iron. I don't really have much room to put more beacons over here, so what I did is on these machines I replaced one of the productivity modules with a speed module. Okay, so these have a 105% speed boost right now versus the plus 40% on this one. And that helped quite a bit, and I'm getting, well, maybe it's not even close to a full belt. It's kind of hard to see with the underground here, but so I got these belts up here, I've got this belt here, and then I have another one down here, which I split so that I can take gears from these machines as well. So I've got all, what was that, 8, all 12 machines. And maybe these I can put a speed module into, or as well, I should say. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, let me grab a couple speed modules. Get rid of that. Okay. So we can see here that we're using, we're using pretty close to, and maybe even a full belt of iron. Another thing that I did here is I set this up so that I have 2 full belts going in. So that helps us get, rather than just have a single belt come over here and then get split in 2. Because these machines can easily consume a full belt. I added another belt here. So that essentially both of these belts will be filled as a priority before any more iron passes down the line. And then I have priority splitters here again, so that this gets fed before anything down here does. And all this down here, that is essentially just going to the battery factory down there. So it's not real critical. So I think this is about as fast as I'm going to be able to make it right now. And we're getting gears in here fast enough. Okay, it looks like now this is the bottleneck. So we can put more inserters on that machine. How about this one? This one should be fine. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that just stopped because it was still full. So that's not a problem. Okay, so this one's fine. This one is not quite feeding gears in fast enough. Alright, so I wonder what happens if I disconnect that. So I can feed these machines at the bottom with the same amount of iron that we're getting up there, which is to say 1 full belt. I don't know if that's going to make things any better or not. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really sure if having that there helps or not. Probably not very much. Especially now that I'm pulling gears up here. Although, here, let's do this. And then I can probably remove those. No, I guess I can't. Okay. All right. I think I'll just leave it like this. We'll remove that. Remove that. There. Now, if this continues to be a problem, I mean, if shortage of underground belts continues to be a problem, then maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll set up a temporary logistics factory over here someplace, you know, where I can bring in trains full of iron plate and ramp up the production of these things. Because the next thing I have to do is build, what is that, 11? Yeah, 11 steel smelters. And that is going to use up a lot of these things. And I'm afraid that I might have to let the game run AFK for a couple hours every time I make something. Now, I do have iron. And I have oil right here. To make lubricant with. You know, so I maybe could set up something temporary over here. Just to make blue belts and undergrounds and splitters. So let's see how this goes, and then we'll consider whether to do that or not. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, train's almost full. All right, so let's go to the location of the first steel factory, which will be right there. And while we are transiting over, we can copy our first blueprint. I suppose any of these will be fine. Okay, and I want to get the entire grid. Like that. So I get all the signals and everything. And I'll remove radar since we're not going to have that in every one. Oh, you know what? No. The first one I'm going to have to make myself because I need to put the input and output stations together manually. Okay, so let's go to let's go to our iron station. And I'm going to start by copying that. Okay, and then there was a good suggestion. Remember how we changed this to each in and each out? Well, somebody made a pretty good suggestion, and I apologize, I don't remember right now who posted this suggestion. I should have wrote it down before I started, but the idea was to take the input signal, take it in as each, and then output it as some neutral signal. So A, for example. And then on this combinator, we take 2 minus A. And this way we can copy paste it no matter what the actual material is, and we don't have to change the signals to look for copper or iron or, you know, copper plate or whatever. It'll take whatever signal it is, it'll divide it by 2000 and output that as an A signal. And then we just take 2 minus A in this case. And then that way we don't have to change those signals every time we use it for a different material. So that was I think a really good suggestion. Okay, so let's get our input stacker, which is going to go right there. And we'll fix our signaling. Let me get more rail from my choo-choo train. Do I need more signals? I don't think so. Okay, and then we'll get our output stacker. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 is where that goes. Get rid of that signal. I don't need that signal. Let me delete that from the blueprint. I'm not sure why that was there. Okay, and then up here on my outputs, I'm just using 4 chests. So why don't we, well, yeah, you know what, let me just copy this whole thing. and then I'll move the stations to match the new configuration. Okay, so this is going to be steel A. Right. Now let's Control X. And one goes there. Let's remove all those. One goes there, one goes there, and one goes there. Okay. And then we need to change this station name as well. Let's I'll copy from that one. Okay. Steel plate A, unload. All right. And now we'll copy the actual smeltery. And I'm going to get all these output belts, because I'm going to capture where they all combine with one another. And I'll grab this part down here as well. And then we're going to reorganize those belts. Okay. And now I want to place this exactly in the center. So where is the center? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 11 in a column. So the center would be the middle of the fifth one, right? Or no, the sixth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I need to mark where my center is. Okay, that's the middle. Whoops, wrong blueprint. There we go. Let's zoom out. It might be easier that way. And I think I left 0 tiles on the right side. All right, so I'm counting from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. That should be the center. That looks close enough for me. Okay. And then we'll get rid of all the trees within the production area. And unfortunately, the power grid comb is not working for the same reason that Ore Eraser wasn't working, because it disappeared from the interface. let's try something. Hey, what do you know? It worked. So I used the same console command that I used. Oh, and then it disappears when you use it. Okay. Well, at least I know how to get one. Okay. So let's get more belts and we'll start routing the belts. I think I'm just going to remove all those trees. Sorry, fellas. Okay. Let's get this facing in the right direction. Right, and then this part is pretty easy. Just run these straight up. Nope. That one goes there. That one goes there. Okay, let's just double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Let's clean up the excess. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, that looks good. Now let's do the top part. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then this one needs to come over this way. 4. this is a little bit ugly. Let's fix this. Okay. All right. That was a nice coincidence. Wow, look at that. Well, yeah, I guess the last two should line up since the last two are the same as in any other train. Okay. This is going to be a problem. Because on this belt, they're going to be on the bottom side, and then there. That'll fix it. Just like over here. And there, and there, and there. Okay, good. Okay. Let's get beacons and modules. I think we're going to have to do this in a couple stages. Get rid of that one. Yeah, we have 352 furnaces, 1,100 beacons. I only have 800 in the train. I think I might have enough furnaces. And I should have enough prod modules for all the furnaces. Underground belts. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough prod modules. That's surprising. Alright, so I need more productivity modules. I need lights and I need beacons. Now the lights I do have here. Alright, let's put those back. I can put those back. Take some lights. I guess we're okay on inserters. Okay, so we just need more beacons and more productivity modules. Oh, I don't think I showed you. Maybe I did. Did I show you that I'm bringing modules to the mall now? So that I don't have to keep going to the mall or to the module factory? I don't know if I did, but I'll show you. Okay, so I'm loading modules into the train from here now. And then over here, I set up, well, 4 cargo wagons with modules. I had a strange problem where my module factory stopped running. I don't know if you remember, but when I initially set this up, I was using a logistic network connection on these inserters. Okay, so let's say I had an inserter, you know, and I initially set it up and I said, okay, so you're enabled when speed modules are less than productivity modules, for example. And you can see that this would normally be enabled in this case. But here, let's just to show you how this worked out, let's switch it so that it's disabled. And then later, I changed it to use the circuit connection so that I could perform some math on the actual quantities so that I could get twice as many speed modules as productivity modules. So then when I did that, I hooked it up to a circuit network. And I put in the condition there. And then at the time, I disconnected it from the logistic network so that the circuit network would work by itself. Well, the last time I fired up the game, I went over here to look, and all of the inserters were disabled, no matter what quantity of modules was here. And I couldn't figure out why. I went on Discord, and somebody in the Factorio Discord said, well, do you have logistic network conditions on there? And I said, no, I don't. But then I went to check, and somehow they had all been re-enabled. And they all disabled because they had two different enablement conditions set, one on the logistic and one on the circuit, and maybe it just never works in that case. But anyway, I went around and manually fixed the settings on each one of those to remove that logistic connection, and then it started working again. So I'm wondering if the last update to the game caused that to reset somehow. I don't know, because before then this thing had been running for many hours with no issues at all, so I'm not sure what caused it, but the important thing is I got it fixed. I set up this train, and so every once in a while I can just tell this train to come to the unload station. Right, and then it'll come over here. Here it comes. It'll unload all the modules it's got. And then after 5 seconds of inactivity, it'll go back to the module factory to fill up. And that's that. And yes, I could remove the last 4 wagons on this train, but I thought it would be nice to keep the train to keep the train the same size as all the other ones. I almost bought it right there. Close one. All right. Now, one thing I could do is I can put a full limit on those, and then I can tell this train to wait until it's full. All right. So I'm going to make it leave here. And then I'll send it back there, and then hopefully we'll be able to see the full indicator. No, why don't I see the green bar? Maybe it's because nothing's happening. Shouldn't you see a green bar on that, usually? Like that. All right, let's find one that's filling. Come on, okay, this one. Yeah. Okay, well maybe it doesn't work with cargo wagons being limited like that. So let me put it in manual mode. I'll remove those. There we go. Okay, so I guess we'll just live with the train being short. And I know some of you may be thinking, well, why don't you just fill all 8 wagons instead of just 4? And it's just because it'll take a long time to fill 8 wagons. And yeah, I guess I could have 8 wagons and then limit each one by half. It doesn't really matter. There's lots of right ways to do it. Okay, so I was here to get more beacons and modules, right? So let's go back and see if we can at least get one steel smelter done before the episode is over. And then I'm probably going to have to wait a very long time to finish the rest of them. Now making a small logistic... Oh, I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? Making a small logistic factory, I was about to say. Iron and gears and lubricant. Iron, gears, and lubricant, no problem. Green circuits and red circuits. So I won't be able to do splitters. I won't be able to do splitters, but I could do belts and underground belts in high quantities. And fortunately, because of the excellent design of this base, I don't actually need a lot of splitters, since I don't have any balancers anywhere. All right, let's get all the beacons filled out. Okay, we should be good on beacons now. Yep. Whoops, give me that. Take those. All right, now modules. And am I going to need more speed modules? No, I don't think so. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Got one done. I'll put these modules back. Okay. One down, 10 to go. Ugh. That is gonna take some work. Okay, well let's bring in some iron. The only place I have iron right now is in Depot C. I don't have any trains in Depot A, right? Which is where I want to pull from, but I can fix that. All right, so we're going to go to iron ore A load, please, until full. And then we'll go to A depot until circuit condition. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Let's do 8, why not? You go, you go, you go, you go, you go, you go, and you go. I think that's only 7 actually. That's fine. And then we'll paste some more trains. As soon as that one gets out of the way. Okay, and there they go. So we now have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay, we've got now quite a lot of... Oh. All the new trains? Okay, that's fine. We won't count those. So we have 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 15. All right, we've got 15 trains now assigned to that particular mine. And they're filling up very quickly. And coming up to Depot A. Great. Okay, so then we just have to give this one the schema for iron A. And nothing is happening. Okay, because I haven't created it yet. There we go. All right, so let's wait for the trains to roll in and then we'll see if this is going to work. And then we might need to add power soon. Okay, I do see one thing I can fix. Let's filter for blue undergrounds. Oh no. No, I can't remove that. I need that. Never mind. I was going to remove this one at the bottom, but that's totally necessary. Okay. Iron ore's coming in. steel is coming out on both sides of the belt. Alright, so I think we did everything correctly. Super. All right, looks great. Okay, so if I zoom in all the way, my UPS is 60. Mostly. And when I zoom out and run around, it drops by about 5. All right, so I'm a little concerned that my UPS is dropping already. But on the other hand, in, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 weeks, I'm going to have a much more powerful computer to run this on. So maybe that'll solve any problems. I don't know if Factorio runs on multiple cores or not. I'm going to guess that it doesn't, but that's something I'll try to do some research on. If it runs on multiple cores, that'll help quite a bit too, because I'm on a 4-core processor now, and my new computer will be 12 cores. But even if it only runs on a single core or a single thread, it'll still be faster just because the clock speed is much higher. Well, maybe not much higher. It'll be a little bit higher. My CPU now is an i7 4000 series. I don't remember precisely which one. And the new one is an AMD Ryzen 3900X. So, I don't know. Maybe somebody who knows more about that stuff than me will be able to tell me how much of an improvement in UPS I can expect. Otherwise, we'll just wait and find out. It's going to be what it is. All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. I will work on making a hell of a lot more steel smelters. We can see now that, you know, every time we add beacons always consume the same amount of power, whether your factory is running or not. So as we build this up, we're going to need more and more power just to keep the lights on. So I'll add probably another one, and then at that point, I think I'll need to add more reactors. Speaking of that, we should probably check on things over here and see how we're doing with fuel. All right. Looks like we're doing great with fuel. Yeah. It's all sitting idle because of the excess capacity that we have. These are all making lots of steam, so looks like we're doing pretty well with the power at this point. All right, so I'll add more power, I'll add more steel, and then the next task will be green circuits. So looking forward to that. See y'all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.